did last time? Different characters?
Yeah, if you want to, I played some of that too.
Nice.
It's
pretty fun.
To keep getting a handle on stuff. Because, like, playing by myself, like, you know what I mean? It gets kind of boring after about 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Of, like, just me, like, playing by myself against, like, I've been setting the CPU between, like, I finally moved it up to level 2. And I just kind of play against the CPU and put on specifically the characters that I know are problems for me that we've talked about, like the Wii Fit Trainer and Mario and Ganondorf and the other bigger characters.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of different things are going to provide a lot of different problems. So you should probably not worry about matchups right now, more about your what's called the neutral game.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go play against somebody, so I figured I'm going
to... And do you understand what I mean by when I reference it? Oh, make sure you put your name on there.
Oh, there you go. Okay, where am I? Wait. Oops. Okay.
So, do you know what I mean when I say the neutral game?
Like, I understand the concept, but I usually play, like, in other games, that's not the way of playing. Yeah. But it is a concept I'm learning to understand, but can I practice it? I don't know. I don't.
So what's the best, in your own words, what is the definition of playing the neutral? If someone told you, hey, that person is playing the neutral well or badly, like, what do they mean?
Well, I mean, okay, so, oh god, what am I? I am fucking Zelda.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all wish we would.
Which is not what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to run your ass down. The opposite of that.
The opposite of that.
There
okay, so as a simple kind of example right there, what I was doing when I was pressuring you, and this is, I guess we'll talk a lot of terminology today, maybe that'll be good. And so what I was doing, I was pressuring you with the forward tilt, doing this, and when you ran away, what you did was reset your neutral. And so neutral is the neutral state of I'm not an advantage, you're not an advantage, like we're both at a reasonable distance to where none of our burst options are gonna hit us right away if we went for them, you know. So it's more of a it's the standoff, the Mexican standoff. So
I can't do anything.
yeah, I mean you could if you press side B.
Side B?
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like it.
I was trying to find it. There it is.
Yeah, and the longer you press it, the further it goes and stuff like that. And you can and send it up and down once you start it.
Oh, that's.
So yeah, neutral state. And neutral state is just important to know because you need to be aware of when you are in it and when you are in advantage and disadvantage. You know, you need to know that if you are getting manhandled by something, you need to be aware that you need to either push them off, which if you were Zelda, you'd press your little B button, you know, push them off and then regain your composure, and that's resetting the neutral. And maybe you can come back a little better or stronger, you know.
From the direction you want to come from.
Yeah. And then, or, you know, wait for him to approach you and put himself in a disposition by opening himself up. And then you just punish that. And punishing is anytime someone goes for something and you hit them for it, is getting punished for it. So if you know I'm forward tilting and you just like, you know, I don't know, do that, then I got punished for, you know, forward tilting.
That Pokemon.
Incineroar?
Is that what it is? The Incineroar? Sorry. That must be the one before it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be making that for somebody soon. I'm kind of excited about it.
Man, don't land on me.
I know, it's my fault. Oh, ow.
Yeah, so if what I did is I just approached you and pressured you with my tilt attacks. No smash attacks, no specials or anything. Because the thing about Smash is that a lot of people don't lose to people, they lose to, don't lose to characters or anything, they lose to, like, themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And until you can, until you can defend yourself.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm not good at.
You know, like, then it's all gonna be fun and games. Do you know what the rock, paper, scissors of Smash are?
No.
So rock, paper, scissors of Smash is shield beats attack. Wait. So it's shield, attack, and grab are the three are the 3 rock, paper, scissors of smash.
So I can grab through your shield,
Yes.
but not through your attack.
No, exactly.
Your attack will go through my grab, but not through my shield.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool.
Oh, that was nice.
Thank you. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to forward tilting, which is just attack. So it's just pure scissors. See, but you can't abuse your shield because it actually breaks.
Yeah, that's why I dashed away. Because if I did it again, I was gonna.
That was an accident. I fell off the stage and then I kicked you.
Mm-hmm. Sure, I believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I thought it was SpongeBob.
No, Jake's like that.
What the?
Time.
Did you just blow me up with your can?
I think so.
Alright, cool.
Like a point blank hand attack.
Oh yeah, you just did that. Nice. Yeah.
Eating my lightning bolt. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting! How dare you put Pichu in your mouth? You disgusting animal. I mean, to be fair, in the Pokemon world, it is canon. They have no other animals. They do, in fact, eat Pokemon. If you don't believe me, go to one of the Pokemon restaurants in the game and look at the menu.
It's Slowpoke tail.
Yeah. I kinda...
So at our Thursday
Can I take your motorcycle?
Yeah.
Oh, I can just throw it though. I can't ride it.
No.
I was hoping I could ride it.
I can eat it.
That's. Especially to get over you and I double jumped poorly. What do I even do here?
So there's things that you can do like you can run with the you can do it cross ups and stuff like that. I know it's a lot of it. But like if I were like, you know, if you were just doing that to me, which is doing what I was doing to you,
Yeah.
I would like go like jump above you and then hit you behind like this, like you know, jump above you then boom, you know, because you're facing the other way, so I'm gonna hit from behind. You know, so this is where you start thinking of what you're doing. That's when you want to test out your options. That was I forgot these. Like, do your down tilt? That's your down air. Wow, over there. See, so that's actually a very quick attack. You can get in, test it, get out. You know, the forward one with the little electricity, that takes commitment, but it hits really strong. You know? And so that one actually hits you upwards. So what you would do is jump and, you know, press A or whatever. But yeah, so that one's very quick. You can come in, see if you can get one of those off, and run away, you know? And if you have your stick set to tilt, you can do it really quickly by pressing down. Yeah. So you can just run, press, run, press down, and then like run away. See, but you have to let your stick return to the neutral position.
That's the hardest.
That's the hardest part.
I'm just, like, I'm so used to being pressed in. All the quarter circle forward, half circle back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And have an input already there. Yeah, no, I know.
Great.
So, but when you say
it was inside of you all along.
The magic was inside of you all along. No, and so basically what that is, when you say, oh, I should have, you know, tweaked it to the right instead to the left, that's called DI, directional influence. You know, so whenever you say that, it's like, oh, I DI'd the wrong way. You know, and it's like, oh, okay. Yeah.
So I did it like slightly after I'd slid down his back instead of his front, and then I wouldn't have caught his mouth.
Yeah.
To been by his other terrifying hole.
Nice.
So close I can get in there.
That was really good. Actually, I'm proud of that. Good job.
Yeah, you're right. The hitbox was definitely your hands and your head, not any other part of you.
Yeah. Aside from the neutral, which is when you kind of regain yourself and stuff like that, well, we also have what I was doing to you. My forward tilt is what's called like an option. That's what, like, everything we do are options. You know, everything we have are options. You know, like, oh, you have this many options. If you're in this, if you're grabbing on ledge, you have 4 get up options. You know, they're called get up options. You can either jump, you can attack, you can roll, you can go. You know, so you can do those 4. And so I recommend practicing those, of course, but at the same time, like you gotta think of it in that way. So if I'm always approaching you with forward tilt, then like that's just a single option that I've told you I'm using. So now you already have two tools. You know what my tool are. You know what the tool is. You know that I'm using it. Get hit with it a few times. You see how long it goes. What moves of yours it beats out, and then you start thinking, well, what options do I have to beat that? You know,
I don't know. I'm getting thrown all over the place.
Yeah, and all I'm doing is just like pressing the forward stick and lightly pressing attack to where I'm just throwing the same attack over and over. And so your job as a player is to be okay. So if that's all he's gonna do, then this attack outranges that, or this attack will beat that. Like but one thing that you kept doing is putting your stick towards me. Like stop doing that. Like stop approaching. Like basically the biggest mistake that a lot of people do, and again, is defeating themselves. So the next step to that is because they keep moving. Mm-hmm. You know, and I tell I've told friends, and you're very intelligent, because I've told people, hey, that are not very, that's what I'm trying to say, intelligent. Hey, stop moving. You know, like, why did you get hit? Because I moved. Okay, cool. Stop moving. And then they start playing, and they're like. And they're just moving and moving and moving, and it's like, why are you moving? Like, what purpose did that move have? You know, like, if you're gonna throw out a smash attack forward, if you're just walking around and throwing out moves, like, why? You know, are you like a Venus flytrap? Are you expecting them to buzz down and land on you? Like, no, like, you know, you're not gonna do that. You actively have to do something to either get yourself to where they are or get them to where you are. Whatever your style, whatever your bait, whatever your punish, whatever you're gonna go for, you gotta know that you're doing it. It's gonna be purposeful. And I know that's a lot of terms and a lot of things, but that's something that you know and have been familiar with for your whole entirety of gaming, you know? Mm-hmm. And so so basically, one thing that you could do is just run away until you can think of something to do instead of trying to counterattack. You're like, if all my counterattacks end in failure, why? You know, or whatever. Like, when I was first starting out, I would ask better players, like, how do I get good? They're like, don't get hit.
I mean,
and I'm like, well, duh, but what? You know, and then so they're like, yeah, just don't get hit. And I'm just like, you know, and then so like, they would laugh, and I remember I was in California in Ryusaiga actually with a friend of mine, and we were there with some top players, and another top player was walking around, and then they're like, and I guess this was an inside joke for them, and he goes up to them and they're like, hey man, how do you get good? It's like, don't get hit, you know, and then just like, okay, well, you know, don't get hit, you know, and then so, you know, that became a kind of a thing, or that is a thing, rather, I see, and so basically, like, I go a step further, and I'm like, don't move, like, why are you moving? Like, if you're moving, you're vulnerable. Like, you know, like, if the best you can do is not get hit, then just don't get hit, you know, like, I don't know, you know, like, a lot of the things that you were doing, and if you watch the video back, or if we wanted to, you know, make a video about us going back and watching, it's like, look how much you're moving, like, why, you know, like, why did you jump here with this attack, like, why did you press this button particularly? You know, and it's like, well, because it was there, and it's a button that I know, you know, and it's like, okay, you know, fair, at least it's not a button you don't know, you know, so, like, you know, so there's like baby steps, and so the next thing I would say is, try not to move, and then throw out your own moves when you know that I can't reach you, and when you know you can't reach me. So this is what's called, some people would call it baiting, because you throw out a move that you know I can't reach you after, and then so I would try to punish it, but you know that you are gonna be ready for their punish by the time they reach you. But without thinking of any of that, what I want you to use this tool as is experimentation time. You know, so like while you're in the midst of battle, if you know they can't reach you, then throw out a move and be like, okay, that move goes this long, that move does this. Start getting that mentality, what these moves do. And then since I'm gonna only do one move, be like, okay, so since this move is longer than that, or throws to something, I'm gonna do that to the guy that's coming at me with the forward attack. You know, so that's what I want you to do now. I want you to stay away. experiment with stuff safely, and then choose one of the things that you learn and throw it at me.
Okay.
Alright.
I think I can do that.
Yeah.
Can we go back to training? So I'm just doing this with Pichu though.
Yeah.
So I don't
sounds
need to do
good.
this with a bunch of characters I don't know.